Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I just saw The Little Mermaid and I have a short review. I am not a critic, so don't expect a critique of every little thing. However, I am qualified to give my own opinions about what I saw and the subtle differences between the cartoon and the live-action film. I can also tell you what I liked and what I didn't. If you like this kind of content, please
be sure to smash our like button and subscribe to our channel.
With that being said, here it is. The story of The Little Mermaid is derived from a tragic fairy tale by Hans Christian Andersen that was written in 1837. In 1989, Disney made the titular Little Mermaid animated movie. Yesterday, I went to see Disney's live-action The Little Mermaid. So, let's talk about it. The good. Ariel. This is Halle Bailey's movie. She is spectacular as Ariel. She brings a nuance to the character that makes it completely her own. She's more level-headed, brave and headstrong than the animated version. In the animated version, Ariel is bored and seems lovesick. But Halle's Ariel is much more of an explorer who is legitimately interested in seeing something beyond her backyard. Think Belle with fins. She's rebellious, vulnerable, brave, smart, and lovable. She was happy, sad, fascinated by her trinkets and the world above. Plus she's beautiful, and her voice is chef's kiss. Wow. Just wow. The visuals. I really didn't expect much based on the trailers, but the visuals were much better than I expected. The sea creatures looked realistic, especially that shark who chased Ariel and Flounder in the opening scenes. Under the Sea was beautiful and colorful. In my showing, the children really liked it. I could hear the giggles and little voices singing. There were interesting small details, like after she got her legs. When she reached the prince's castle and the women dressed her, they tied Ariel into a really tight corset and squeezed her feet into fancy shoes, alluding to how restrictive the surface world can be as well. And I loved that she threw off those fancy shoes as soon as she could. I also liked the design of Ariel and her sisters. They each looked very realistic and beautiful in their own individual way. I didn't know if I would like the live-action Scuttle and Flounder, but I did. Finally, I liked the way Ursula looked. The neon colors were a good choice, and I loved the bioluminescent boa around her neck. The music. I loved the recreation of Under the Sea. In the animated version, Ariel is bored by the musical number. In this version, Ariel enjoys it. It showed that Ariel doesn't hate her home and its charms, but ultimately, she feels pulled to the surface. You can't mess with Kiss the Girl. It reminded me a bit of a Broadway musical. Finally, Halle Bailey's voice gave me chills. Every time she sang, the movie got 100% better. The cast. I loved the casting of Prince Eric. He and Ariel have great chemistry. I like that he and Ariel are connected by their desire to see new places, and not just because she's pretty. Even the bit characters are engaging. I loved Vanessa. She was gorgeous. Even though she wasn't in the movie much, she did a perfect job. The setting. I am happy that they changed the setting from Europe to the Caribbean. I am of Caribbean heritage, so maybe I'm biased, but I loved the setting. It added to the sense of adventure and wonder. It was colorful and vibrant. It seemed like a real town. The bad. The visuals. Ursula's cave was too dark and murky. It made it difficult to follow what was happening there, because she is in all black. The darkness made it very difficult to see her if not for the neon colors. I would have liked if they had the lava-looking orange light all over her cave, so that it would reflect off of everything, including Sebastian, the eels and Flounder. King Triton. The king was a little one-note for me. He was always angry and seemed disconnected from his daughters. In the animated movie, he had soft moments, and you could see he was really worried about Ariel's safety and felt bad about grounding her. I liked that version better. The music. As much as I liked Halle and the orchestration of the songs we are familiar with, Eric's new song was a no for me. I was happy they gave him a way to show his frustration and a voice. The actual song was very lackluster. Scuttlebutt will probably be enjoyed by young children, but not so much for adults. Merpeople. Since they were so well designed, I hoped I would see the sisters more often throughout the film. Again, they seemed disconnected from Ariel and her life. Also, where were the rest of the mermaids? We don't see them until the end. Namor had a Tal-O-Khan full of citizens. Triton. Where are your citizens? Sebastian. I am a woman of Caribbean descent, and his accent was atrocious. I wanted it not to distract me so badly. He had good one-liners, but he was also one note. He seemed more annoyed than a reluctant ally of Ariel's. Overall, I enjoyed the live-action Little Mermaid. It's not perfect, but nothing in life is. The things I didn't like about the movie wouldn't stop me from seeing it again. It dragged a little in the beginning, But once she got her legs, it was incredible. Halle Bailey is perfect. Her voice gave me chills. She was charming, and she and the prince's love was believable. I think I will see it again just to hear her sing. I think you should see it too. I think adults forget that these movies are targeted at children. Disney wants to sell toys, and that's on period. If you keep that in mind, you'll be able to enjoy it. Put the political nonsense out of your mind. Suspend belief and have fun with it. Take your kids, signif, neighbor, nieces and nephews for a good time out at the movies. Let me say this. In my opinion, gatekeeping media made or remade for small children is creepy. Saddling adult hang-ups and fears on wholesome kids' entertainment is weird for an adult to do. It's giving, "Get those kids off my lawn boomer" energy. It's giving untreated mental illness vibes. It's giving, "I have no hobbies." And in my experience, that kind of negativity is never good for small, innocent children. Let these kids be kids and watch a colorful, fun movie. When they get older, they can criticize their generation's movies. I think that today, we all need to go outside and touch some grass. We need hugs. We need some warm and fuzzy times. So I say ignore the loudest voices and check it out for yourself, especially if you have little kids in your life. I guarantee they'll have fun. Thank you for watching. If you like this content and want to see more, let me know. Leave a comment. You don't have to agree with me. But if you're a dick, I'll block your ass. Like and subscribe. And as my grandmother used to say,